guys, it's Kat. I know I talked about this in the last video, and I know the lighting is a little weird, and I know it might seem like it's darker in here than it actually is, but the natural daylight is coming through really weird. So let me show you. If I shift my camera, half my face automatically turns really shiny. So I'm just gonna keep my camera here, and we're just gonna do the video from this point of view. I might change it halfway through the video depending on how I feel. I'm gonna try the camera out at a lot of different angles in this video, so just bear with me. Okay, so I spoke about this in my last update video. I know, I'm sorry, I keep making a lot of those. But I spoke about this in my last update video that I'm going to be starting a small series on this channel called This Shit's Ridiculous. And so basically what it is I'm going to find a topic that has become a common topic that I find extremely ridiculous, that probably doesn't even need to be in today's current society, I guess, if that makes sense. So basically when I introduce the topic, hopefully you'll understand what I'm talking about. But today's topic on this first episode of This Shit's Ridiculous, I thought this topic would be appropriate because of going back to school. So the first episode of This Shit's Ridiculous is going to be about school dress codes. Let's get started. Let's hop right into the new intro. So as you know, back to school is coming up. I know some people in other states are actually going back to school or are already in school, but my first day of school is September 6th, and I'm transferring schools again, and I was kind of happy about that, kind of not, because I get a fresh start again, but so I was happy because I met a few of the other girls on the volleyball team, and they were really nice. But the one thing, I was kind of excited about this, and I was looking over the rules and regulations and all that stuff, and I looked at the dress code, and it really pissed me off. So I'm going to be talking about school dress codes and stuff like that, and just the most ridiculous dress code regulations that I've ever heard in all my years of going to school. So I've transferred to a lot of schools, and I've had a lot of really weird dress code regulations, so I'm going to be talking about the most ridiculous ones that I've heard. Let's get started. So the first one that I've heard, which I really don't like and I don't understand because it's a big part of my style, is no hats should be worn during school hours or carried on a person's property. Now, this really pisses me off because I understand that some schools, like religious schools, kids have uniforms and they're not allowed to wear hats, and I kind of understand that. But public schools that basically allow kids to wear, I could wear a shirt like this. This is a t-shirt for a salon that I used to do stuff for. But, so I could be able to wear something like this, but for me not to be able to wear my Warped Tour hat that's behind me, or my Jack Skellington hat that's on the other side, there it is, and for me not to be able to wear any of those because I have a lot of hats and I love to wear them, for me being able not to wear that, I don't really understand how it's a distraction to other people. It might be a distraction to play around with during class, but honestly, I've never seen anybody actually play around with a hat during class, because you were allowed to wear hats at my old school. I've never seen anyone playing around with a hat or anything like that. I've never seen that before, and if the teacher finds it to be a problem, you could just take it away for the rest of the hour. You don't have to completely make it like a dress code regulation. I mean, especially for girls. I'm not speaking for all girls in general, but just from my point of view, and from the point of view of a lot of girls, it does take us a lot of time in the morning to get our hair looking right. And if our hair, because for most girls like myself and other girls that I've met, I'm not speaking for all girls in general, I'm just speaking from my experience and from other people, our hair is a big part of our confidence and our natural femininity. So if our hair is looking disgusting and we can't wear a hat to cover that up and make it look decent and make it look like we didn't just roll out of the garbage, that's a big red flag. Because I mean, of course you wouldn't want me coming to school with my hair looking like this. If you wouldn't want me coming to school with my hair looking like this. But what if I couldn't do anything about that? What if I couldn't wash it or anything? What if I couldn't do anything to prevent my hair from looking disgusting except put on a hat? If you confiscate that, I'm literally going to look like I rolled out of the garbage, and that's going to be the only thing I'm focused on for the rest of the day. So honestly, saying that students can't wear hats and sending them home because of it, I don't understand it. But so I really don't like that, and that's a part of my new school's dress code, and I hate that so much. And the next one, which I really hate so much, is the fingertips rule. Now, I understand that like maybe some schools, like private schools who have uniforms, make it so that like your shorts or skirts have to go down to your knees. You should just say that in the dress code. You should not have the fingertips rule, because I have weirdly shaped arms. All people's arm sizes are different, so some people are gonna get the short end of the stick and have super long arms and have to wear things that go like down to their ankles and not be able to wear shorts. And just for the sake of other girls who I'm speaking for, most of this is like girl stuff because guys don't get a dress code. Other dress codes is, oh, don't say shirts that have curse words on them. Like, girls get the short end of the stick when it comes to dress codes. But in terms of women's clothing, we don't really have very many options when it comes to shorts, other than like, you know, the style that goes up to here. I know you can't see my legs, but I swear they're there. Other than the short style, we don't have very many options except for that, unless you want us coming into school in like cargo shorts, and that doesn't look good. Normally that's like a guy thing, like that doesn't look good on most girls. So we don't really have many options when it comes to clothes, especially with shorts. And so for you making the rule that the shorts have to be longer than the tips of our fingertips, even though all of our arm sizes vary, I really don't like that. So if this video gets seen by any people running public schools, I seriously think you should just like consider some of the things that I say in this video. But I really don't like the fingertips rule, because that basically means my new school has this rule as well, and that basically means I have to redo my entire wardrobe. So yeah. And the next one, which I'm going to be talking about, is another one. These two, I'm going to put these two together kind of so I don't have to do it in the separate take. But the next one that I'm going to be speaking about is the one about tight-fitted clothing and short straps. Now, with tight-fitted clothing, I understand not wearing yoga pants, because that's like for yoga, they're called yoga pants for a reason, or not wearing spandex, because that's normally for sports. That I kind of understand, not too much, but you know. But, you know, not being able to wear leggings. Leggings are pretty much half my wardrobe. My school has a rule about leggings and shorts. I can't wear leggings, and I can't. Normally I wear leggings and then shorts over them, but my shorts are too short, so I can't do that anymore. And I had to buy a whole bunch of pair of pants, and I had to spend like $96 on just pants, because I have to redo that entire part of my wardrobe solely because leggings and short shorts are not allowed. And so basically, like what I've said before, girls don't really have many clothing options when it comes to like the style of shorts or the style of leggings or whatever. So saying that leggings aren't allowed just because they're skin tight, I'm sorry, but guys have legs too, and in comparison to us, they look pretty much exactly the same. I know you can't see my legs, but I swear they're there. So if guys can wear, I don't understand it. I mean, I don't want to be one of those people that says don't over-sexualize female body parts. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, guys are weird. They can't really help that. But if they can't, learn to keep that shit to yourself. If you think my legs are overly sexy, like keep that shit to yourself. You don't have to overdo it, I guess. Do not blame the wearer for the actions of someone else, is what I'm trying to say. And with straps, I understand like not wearing like clear spaghetti straps, but when it comes to tank tops, I can't wear like a plain gray cami to school. I can't wear, I'm gonna show my bra strap, I'm sorry. My strap has to be, if I wore a strap that was like this, that was solid color, I wouldn't be able to wear that because it's too thin and exposes my collarbones and my shoulders. Thankfully, my new school isn't one of those schools that think shoulders are distracting, which they're not. It's a normal fucking body part. But in terms of straps and things like that, I understand no clear spaghetti straps, but saying that the straps have to be longer than 2 inches, that's kind of impossible for girls to find unless you want us wearing muscle shirts for most of the summer, because honestly, we don't have many options when it comes to tank tops either, other than the ones that come with the tiny ass straps. So yeah, I'm just throwing that out there. I don't like that one either. So yeah. And the last one, which I'm going to be speaking about, that I've only experienced in a couple places. I haven't seen too many, I haven't heard of too many schools who have this rule. I went through this for an entire year, but this is kind of a girl thing. I'm sorry if guys, if you get grossed out or uncomfortable, just click out of this video. But there's a little story that goes along with this one. When I was in the 6th grade, we had gym uniforms that were school colors, and so of course you know, we had to go into the locker room and we had to change and stuff like that, and most of us were going through puberty at that point, so of course we started wearing bras and stuff like that. So, the bra that I was wearing that day, because I was in the gym locker room, and I was changing, and I couldn't find my shirt, so I was going through everything, and my teacher thought I was taking way too long, so she poked her head in to see what I was doing. Yes, my teacher was a female, so it's okay. But, she poked her head in the locker room to see what I was doing, and the bra that I was wearing was gray. It was like a light gray color. Do I have anything here that I can compare it to? Kind of. Yeah, it was like this gray color. That's what color the bra I was wearing was. You couldn't see it through my clothes. You couldn't see, because our uniforms were solid polo shirts. Like, you couldn't see it through my shirt. And she said that there's this new dress code regulation when she saw me without my shirt on. She was like, oh, there's this new dress code regulation. I forgot to tell you, your bra has to be white or you can't wear one at all. First of all, nobody's gonna see it. Second of all, why the fuck do you care? It's not, you're not wearing it. You're not staring at me. Do you think teachers are seriously gonna go around like, oh, let me look at your, oh no, yours is black, you have to take it off. Excuse me. I don't really have much of an option when it comes to that. So, and then once I take it off, you're gonna say that it over-sexualizes my chest because they're not supported. So, honestly, that's probably one of the dumbest dress code regulations and the dumbest one. It made me so angry. I had to redo a lot of stuff because of that. Because nobody sees it. Like, you can't see mine right now. So, I don't understand why it has to be a certain color if nobody's going to see it. And the thing that I'm going to be speaking about the last part of this video is just dress codes in general. I hate them so much, mostly because of the stupid regulations like the fingertips rule, the hat rule, etc. And basically, from my point of view, I have to redo my entire wardrobe solely because half of the stuff, if not most of the stuff that I own, like my leggings, my shorts, my shirts, they're all against school dress code, so I had to buy a whole bunch of new stuff, and my mom had to spend tons of money on me solely because my school doesn't allow it. And I've heard somebody else say this before, and I totally agree with them. I'm not going to say who the person was, but they said if I were to run a public school that is paid for by the government, then my dress code would be, if it's not illegal to wear out in public, it shouldn't be illegal to wear at school. And that, I totally agree with that. So that's just my last kind of little point for this video. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Share this video with your friends. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good day or night or whatever.
Goodbye, motherfucker!